can I just say something before we start properly?
Go on.
I got an email this morning at 7:43 a.m. from someone who wanted to circle back on a synergy opportunity.
Before 8 in the morning.
Before 8 in the morning!
What did you do?
I closed my laptop and made a second coffee, which I did not need.
Completely reasonable response.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English Podcast. I'm Emily.
I'm Nathan, and today we are talking about work. Specifically, all the things about work culture that quietly drive us absolutely mad.
Which, as it turns out, is the perfect topic for today's grammar, because the entire episode is basically one long wish sentence. All the different ways you use wish in English: to complain, to regret, to want things to be different, they all come up completely naturally when you're talking about your job.
We've got 4 different patterns today, and you're going to hear all of them. Let's do the quick version first.
Okay, so wish is one of those words that learners think they know, and they do know it, mostly, but there are a few forms that trip people up, and the differences between them actually matter.
4 forms. Let's go through them quickly.
Form 1, wish plus past tense, for things that aren't true right now and you want them to be different.
I wish I worked from home. I don't, but I want to. I wish the office weren't so loud. It is loud, and I don't like it.
Form 2, wish plus had done, for past regrets, something that happened or didn't happen, and you feel differently about it now.
I wish I'd chosen a different career. I didn't, and I sometimes regret it. I wish I hadn't said that in the meeting. I did say it. Can't take it back.
Form 3, wish plus would, for things you want to happen or change, usually aimed at a situation or a person.
I wish my manager would just give clearer feedback. I want that to happen. It currently isn't happening. I wish something would change.
In Form 4, wish plus wouldn't, for repeated behavior that irritates you.
I wish he wouldn't reply all to every single email. He keeps doing it. I want him to stop.
Now, the mistake people make most often is mixing these up, specifically using would when you need past tense. So you cannot say, I wish I would have a better job. It's, I wish I had a better job. Would doesn't work there.
Would is for wishing that something or someone changes their behavior, not for describing how you'd like things to be.
So, I wish my job would be different. Wrong. I wish my job were different. Right. I wish my boss would be nicer. Wrong. I wish my boss were nicer. Right. But I wish my boss would stop doing that. Completely fine. Because now it's about behavior.
That's genuinely the key distinction. And the best way to feel it is to just hear it in real sentences. So let's talk. So, work. What is the thing that you wish most about your working life right now?
Oh, immediately. I wish I didn't have to be reachable all the time. The expectation that because your phone exists and your laptop exists, you are therefore always available
Yes.
is something I find genuinely exhausting. Like, where did the boundary go between work time and not work time?
It dissolved somewhere around 2015 and nobody announced it.
Nobody announced it. It just happened. And now, I wish someone would actually make a rule about it. Like a real enforceable rule. Not a we encourage healthy boundaries policy that nobody follows.
We encourage healthy boundaries while also emailing you at 9 p.m.
Exactly. You can't have both.
I wish more companies would take that seriously, rather than just putting it in the employee handbook and moving on.
And the language around it. The corporate language, that's another one for me.
Oh, absolutely. What's the phrase that gets you the most?
Immediately, let's take this offline.
Oh,
We are offline. We're in a room. You mean let's talk later? Just say that.
mine is bandwidth. As in, I don't have the bandwidth for that right now.
You're not a router.
You're a person with feelings and a finite amount of hours. I genuinely wish people wouldn't use that word in that context. It makes me feel like I'm in a meeting with a machine.
I don't have the bandwidth. Horrifying.
And circle back.
Oh, the email this morning.
Right, yes. I wish people would just say what they mean in work emails. Can we talk about this later? That's it. That's the whole sentence. You don't need to circle anything.
It's like the language is designed to sound busy without saying anything.
It absolutely is. There's a whole dialect of it. Going forward, touching base, keeping you in the loop.
Looping you in. Oh, that one.
Just say, I'm telling you about this.
Just say the words.
Okay, I want to ask you something slightly more serious, though. Do you ever wish you'd gone a completely different direction? Like, career-wise?
Honestly, sometimes. I wish I'd explored more options when I was younger, instead of just following the most obvious path that was in front of me.
What would you have done differently?
Wait, actually. I think I would have taken more time before committing to anything. I went quite quickly from university into a very specific lane, and I didn't look left or right.
I know that feeling.
Do you have regrets about your path?
A few. I wish I'd taken that job in Barcelona. Years ago, there was an opportunity. It was real, and I talked myself out of it.
Why?
Fear, mostly. It felt too big, too uncertain. And now, obviously I don't know how it would have gone.
But you wonder.
I wonder. I wish I could have just tried it, without it feeling so permanent. Like, could I have tested it for 6 months and come back if it didn't work?
In theory, yes. In practice, your brain makes it feel like a cliff.
Exactly. It felt like a cliff. And I stood at the top and went, no, actually, I'll just stay here.
I think most people have a version of that. The thing they wish they'd just jumped at.
What about day-to-day, though? What's the thing at work you find hardest right now?
Meetings. I wish there weren't so many meetings. Genuinely, I would get so much more done if I had longer, uninterrupted stretches of time.
The calendar fills up, and suddenly your actual work has to happen in the gaps between talking about the work.
Yes, the work about work. That's the problem. I wish someone would just cancel half of them and see what happens.
I think what would happen is nothing bad.
Nothing bad at all. We'd all just quietly get on with things.
Revolutionary concept.
What about you? What makes your working day worse than it needs to be?
Without hesitation. Open plan offices.
Oh.
I wish I worked somewhere with actual walls. Just walls and a door that closes.
The noise.
The noise, the interruptions, someone's always on a call 2 desks away,
And you can hear half the conversation.
which is just enough to be distracting and not enough to be interesting.
That's the exact right amount of information to ruin your concentration.
Completely. I wish companies wouldn't design offices like that and then act surprised when people say they're more productive at home.
They are more productive at home. Most people are. The data is very clear on this.
And yet, open plan, glass walls, a collaboration zone with bean bags.
Nobody uses the bean bags.
Nobody has ever genuinely used a work beanbag.
I wish I could have a serious conversation with whoever invented the work beanbag, just to understand the thought process.
We thought it would signal creativity.
Has anyone sat in one? No.
I do think, underneath all of this, there's something genuine. Like, I wish work culture would evolve a bit faster than it has. Because the world has changed enormously, and a lot of workplaces are still running on assumptions from 30 years ago.
About how people work best, about what productivity actually looks like, about what loyalty means.
All of it. And I wish I didn't feel vaguely guilty every time I left the office on time. That one bothers me more than I'd like to admit.
That one is so real. The culture of visible busyness.
Staying late, not because you have work to do, but because leaving would look bad?
I wish that would just stop. Just stop. Go home. You've done your hours.
Yeah.
Right. On that note, I think we should probably wrap up before we fully spiral.
We're fine. We're very balanced people who are fine.
Completely fine. Very zen. Phrase of the episode. And it's one that will genuinely come up in your life constantly, not just about work. I wish someone would just make a rule about it. Say that with me. I wish someone would just make a rule about it. Perfect. You can swap someone for anyone. Your boss, the government, the company, and a rule for anything. A decision, a change, a plan. The structure is the same, and it sounds completely natural every time.
Grammar recap. Right. 4 patterns, quick version.
Wish plus past tense for things that aren't true now and you want them to be different. I wish I didn't have to be reachable all the time. Present meaning, past tense form.
Wish plus had done for past regrets. Something that happened or didn't. I wish I had taken that job in Barcelona. I wish I hadn't said that.
Wish plus would for things you want to happen or change, usually aimed at a situation or someone's behavior. I wish companies would take that seriously.
Wish plus wouldn't for repeated behavior you want to stop. I wish people wouldn't use that word. I wish you wouldn't reply all.
And the one to avoid, I wish I would've, doesn't work. It's either I wish I had for a present state or I wish I'd done for a past regret.
Would after wish is used when you want someone or something to change their behavior, not when you're imagining a different situation. Example. I wish my neighbor would stop playing loud music at night. He plays loud music now, and it annoys me, so I want him to change this behavior.
That's genuinely the whole thing.
Quiz time. 3 sentences, 2 mistakes, 1 correct. Ready? Sentence 1. I wish my colleague wouldn't keep interrupting me in meetings.
That one's correct. Wish plus wouldn't for a repeated behavior you want to stop. Perfectly formed.
Sentence 2. I wish I would have a job I actually enjoyed.
That's the classic one. You can't say wish plus would have for a state. It's, I wish I had a job I actually enjoyed. Would doesn't belong there.
And sentence 3. I wish my manager would to give clearer feedback.
Also wrong. There's a sneaky extra to in there. It's just, I wish my manager would give clearer feedback. No to after would. Just the base verb.
Nice. If you got both, genuinely well done. If you only got one, that's still one more than before.
Shadowing time. Say it after me. Take the full pause. Don't rush. I wish I didn't have to be reachable all the time. I wish I had taken that opportunity when I had the chance. I wish companies would take that seriously. I wish I worked somewhere with actual walls. Good. And I mean it. Saying these out loud, not just reading them, that's what actually builds speaking confidence. Your mouth needs to practice as much as your brain does. Come back and do this part again tomorrow if you can. It works.
That's it for today. Genuinely, thank you for being here. It means a lot.
We're growing.
And the ask. If this episode was useful or funny or both, a subscribe is completely free and it genuinely helps other people find the show. We always feel slightly awkward about this part,
Every time, without fail.
but there it is. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Bye.